This boy's again.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. It's the 6'2 Stallion, thoroughbred Nigerian, Ricio fan Chulo. Jaja.
What's really good, Will? Yeah, you're missing something. It's me. Yeah, what's good? It's your boy, the Doc. I'm in a building. Obviously, we're missing the lower rung of the roller coaster.
Whoa.
The dip in energy.
The dip in energy.
So we're going to be all energy this morning. Let's keep it up. Today. It's Friday.
Happy Friday.
You're out here with these boys again.
Yeah.
We're feeling good.
Yeah.
I'm the Doc. We're out here delivering truth like we deliver babies. And we don't deliver babies. Yeah.
You need to.
Let's go.
You need to make your intro the same.
I don't.
You don't. The people,
I don't.
The people don't know what to expect.
That's good.
That's good.
That's good. Expect the unexpected. Yeah.
Happy Friday.
How about that?
The doc says that you need to expect the unexpected.
Yep. Just like life.
Just like life. I'm
giving you life lessons. Just
already.
being me.
Already.
Look at that.
The 3 Nigerian oracles who solve the world's problems, but create more problems as we solve them, which is absolutely true.
Yep.
Hope you're having a good week, man. I hope you're out there and your week has gone well and you have some good plans for the weekend to enjoy Friday, Saturday, and Sunday before jumping back into some more progress on Monday.
Yeah. Looks like we on our drive-in this morning. Looks like our snow is coming.
We got a dusting.
Yeah.
We got a dusting of snow.
Not too happy about that.
Apparently, in the West Coast, Utah specifically, they got like 24 inches, and it was apparently coming this way.
Isn't that just miserable? One, you live in Utah. Now you got 24 inches of snow, and you're in Utah. Just double misery.
I don't know if it's miserable to live in Utah.
It's miserable.
You don't know that.
It's Utah.
Salt Lake City, man. It's a metropolis like everywhere, like Minneapolis, I'm sure.
That has a huge heroin problem.
Wow. Wow.
That's how depressed they are. They live there and they just gotta take drugs to forget that they live in Utah.
Yo, that's so wild. I don't know if that's true.
Look, I'm not laughing about the drug problem. I'm just laughing about how it sucks to live in Utah.
How is heroin made?
Through poppies.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's natural, I guess. As the weed head would say, this is from God.
I guess.
It's from the earth.
Yeah, but they mix in other stuff.
Yeah, a lot of different chemicals.
Yes.
We went off the rails
off
quick.
the rails real quick, man. Anyways, hope you're having a good Friday. The snow is coming, but it is what it is.
And hope you're not on heroin.
Please don't be. And if you are, there's help for you.
We don't know where, but there's help.
Seek it out. Seek it out.
This is the worst. The
voice of logic and reason is not here today. Maybe he'll show up later. We'll see. But in the meantime, you got the Doc, you got the Stallion.
Let's do it.
How's your week been, man?
Week has been good. It's been like after the whole holiday at work season, then like January, February, they start hitting you with like
yes.
That's what it is like right now. Like
yep.
Work is just kicking my butt.
Yep.
And it's okay. And if you're listening, Carol, I'll get you your stuff when I get in this morning.
This guy's so wild, man.
I'm just saying, if she was listening, like, look, I forgot to email her last night. So if she's listening, I'll get you your stuff later.
You're right. The week has definitely been intense for me as well, too, man. It's we at work we have like our three of our major conferences happen January, February, and March, and so like we are back to back.
Yeah.
With work, but it's good, man.
Yeah.
Means you have a job, I guess.
That right. Job security.
Job security.
So I'm good with it.
Speaking of security, I was thinking about this the other day. Have you seen the show 90 Day Fiancé?
Yeah. Love that show.
And you know the infamous Nigerian on the show.
My guy, Michael.
Michael.
Michael. That's my guy.
And his fiance, now wife,
Yeah.
Angela.
Sorry if you haven't been watching the show. We just messed it up for you.
If you haven't been watching the show, and you do watch the show, and we just did a spoiler,
Bells.
bells. Michael,
Yeah.
Nigerian,
Yep.
has now married his fiance.
Guys put in work.
He's been
Guy has put in work.
he's put in work.
He okay, so in the show he was supposed to get a visa to come to the United States.
Yes.
That visa it got denied. So then Angela had to go back. Her stipulation from the beginning was she didn't want to get married in Nigeria. She didn't want it because she wanted her children to be there. She wanted all of that. She did not want to get married in Nigeria.
Okay.
But the visa didn't get approved, so he was like, "Yo, we can do." They went to go see a lawyer. The lawyer was like, "Once they deny it, you can appeal it, but the appeal isn't really going to do anything." So he convinced her. They got married
She
in
came
Nigeria.
over to Nigeria and they got married.
They got married.
So I ask about the security thing because now, what does that mean for Michael? Because he's not a U.S. citizen.
Nope, but he's married.
Does
to
he
one.
now secure his
Yeah.
citizenship, naturalized citizenship through marriage?
It's easier for him now to get a visa because he's married to an American. So it's a different kind of visa that he'll apply for. So it's like a spousal visa. That my spouse lives over there. I'm over here. We're trying to reconnect our family. So it's an easier process.
I see.
Yeah.
So my thought was, we hear about people getting married for green cards, people getting married for visas, all that type of stuff. What are your thoughts on that? Like, do you think that people should do that? Do you think that that's a good route to go, especially if you're trying to get into the country here and you have very limited choices or limited options to get here? Is that security worth the hassle of getting married?
Okay, so the flat out answer is yes.
It's worth it.
It's worth it. But my only stipulation on that is the human collateral that often happens in situations like this, when it's only for the green card, sucks. Women are like getting their heart broken. Like guys are like being stupid. Because on the show you'll see a lot of people that you look at their situation, you look at them, you look at the woman that they're in a foreign country that they're trying to get, and you're like, like he couldn't get this caliber here, so he's trying to farm it overseas essentially, and use someone who's in a worse situation that kind of needs him to level up his rung in life.
Okay, wait. So you have switched the scenario. So what you just painted was the picture of a U.S. citizen man.
Yep.
Trying to marry a non-U.S. citizen woman.
Yep.
And on the show, you get the sense that he's doing that because he's trying to level up. He can't get that type of a U.S. citizen woman.
Yep.
So he has to go overseas.
Yep.
To attain that kind of woman and to level up.
Yep.
And the woman, being that she wants to become a U.S. citizen,
Yep.
accepts that scenario, that situation.
And within a couple of years, they're divorced, or she's been cheating on him once she gets established here. So it's that. So yes, getting married is worth it, but more often than not, that human collateral of people getting hurt, people getting like abused in the relationship is high. So it's up to you if you're willing to roll that dice. I wouldn't. Well, I don't know if I would. I'm here. It's easy to say that.
You're ready. You're ready
Yeah,
to naturalize citizen. So
yeah, I don't know.
Well,
No, I'm lying. I wouldn't. I just rethought about it, and I rethought about the extreme scenarios that some of these people are coming from. Yeah, I would. I'd do it.
and you don't think or believe that there should be an attempt at least finding someone who you're compatible with, who you like really think you could spend your life with, or is it just whatever connection you get?
Anyone is compatible. Anyone is compatible when you're living in hell.
Yikes!
The devil that's like 2 rungs up higher, closer to the sunlight, is compatible to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you're in despair.
You take whatever you can.
Yeah, some of these
any
cats
glimmer of hope.
Some of these cats that in the show they're living in like terrible, terrible areas, and essentially this is like a lifeline for them. So they're like, "Yo, let's do it."
Now on the
other stupid guys. Oh, they just make me laugh. There's a guy who he's been messaging with this woman. He says he's in love for like 3-4 years. He's made like 3 different attempts to for them to see each other, and something has happened each time. And he's like bought plane tickets for her, and something has always happened that they couldn't meet up. And the guy's still there.
He's still there.
Moo.
And he's a citizen.
He's a U.S. citizen. And just a dummy. He doesn't have any friends.
I think
if he had any true friends, they would look at him and be like, "Look, you bought her a plane ticket. She made some weird excuse that she couldn't make it."
Is it the same one who he sends her like $400 a month for rent or something like that?
That is that guy. That is that guy.
I mean, I don't really watch the show, but I've heard the story.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't. It's not even that I like the show.
Her.
They've never met face to face, and it's been like years.
Jeez.
And there's a lot of other stories on the show that I don't care about. I just like I just like my Nigerian brothers coming up.
Yep.
And I like weird random ones like that.
So on the show, is the show setting people up? Like they say 90 Day Fiance. Is the show actually setting people up to get married within 90 days, or is it like why is it 90 day?
Because with the visa, you have, once they get here, you have this is outside of the Michael situation. Usually it's the person will come on a K-1 visa, and that K-1 visa gives you 90 days to get married.
I see.
So like usually that's the first time that they're meeting face to face. So now they have
day 1 of their meeting.
Right. Like they've been messaging each other for like months, or sometimes like the people have flown over to the other country and spend like a week or 2 or so. It's their first time like living with each other for like an extended amount of time.
And they have 90 days to
get married. And they have 90 days to get married. So you have to plan a wedding in 90 days. You have to get to know and make sure this is the person that you want to marry, all within a 90-day period.
I see.
Or else they have to go back.
So it might be worth it to some.
I'm just saying, if you're living in
those conditions,
those conditions, man, and you see this light, you see this way out, like just make sure you at least like the person, you know.
Well, I mean, on the show, do people not at least like each other?
Oh no, they pretend. Like there's some that you see, like it's just like the guy is just like, all right, let's just go through these motions.
I got to get this visa.
I got to my family's just depending on me. Like,
wow,
this is they treat it like a job. Like, this is I'm punching in now, and sometimes that veneer slips.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I think I agree. If you're in a situation of despair, any semblance of hope, you're gonna be attracted to that.
Just try to find someone that you actually like.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, but then at the same time, how much contact do you have with enough people to try to find?
Oh yeah, you're spamming. You're on Instagram just spamming, DMing everybody, anybody, and everybody. This is a wholesome game. You need numbers.
Whoa. Volume shooting.
You need volume. That's it. In that situation, you need volume shooting. So that's why it's kind of funny where like, you hear the stories. Oh, he DM'd me on Instagram. You and 1,000 other people.
Wow.
Just volume, just shoot.
Whoever bites,
you're just shooting your shot.
Now we're gonna try to get in there.
Now, yep. try to worm our way in.
I guess it's. I mean, to your point, I guess it's worth it. It's worth going through that. But the human collateral.
The human collateral is that's the only. I mean, it's not me, so like I truly don't care. But I care in theory, as far as like someone gets their heart broken in that situation.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
yeah.
All right. Well, congratulations to Michael.
Michael, let's go.
Congratulations to Angela.
He'll be living in Atlanta.
Is that where they? Is that where they?
Yeah, that's
will
where she's
reside?
from. Yeah. So he'll be
ATL.
living in Atlanta. I think it's in Georgia. I think it's like a little bit outside of Atlanta.
The guy's gonna come here and be a star.
A star. Oh yeah. Like folks are just waiting for him. Like Ninja folks in Atlanta. He's about to get divorced quick. I feel bad.
Whoa.
Because like Nigerians in Atlanta, they party hard. So he's about to be in those scenes. She's about to be in those scenes, and she's about to get real uncomfortable. So he better play it cool. You better just tell these cats like, yo, just give me some time.
I gotta get it. I'm married, but I gotta
let me secure the
security. Back to the security. All things solved. Play it cool, Michael.
Play it cool, Michael. Just chill.
Play
Just
it
chill.
cool.
Because you're about to enter a life that you're not prepared for. You think you are, but you're not.
Right.
You think the little jara in Nigeria that you're getting right now, you think that's cool. No.
When you get here, man, we've been watching you.
We've been watching.
We're waiting.
There's people. Okay. I just saw one.
We're waiting. We've told you.
Told you.
All right. Well, welcome, Michael, when you get here, and enjoy Atlanta. And as I said, we solved the world's problems. There you go.
Yeah.
It just happened. We created another one though.
Yeah, we
because
did.
When the divorce time comes, there's going to be problems.
Yep.
But
So all of you who are doing 90 Day, if you really want to know if the woman likes you, just you can hit us up on our social media.
Yep.
We have Instagram.
Yep. These Boys Radio.
We have email.
These Boys Again at Gmail.
And so we'll do a little with my security, my internet security folks. They call it. We'll do a little penetration testing for you. These boys were obviously handsome. So we'll do a little penetration testing to make sure that your relationship is rock solid.
Rock solid.
We got you. So hit us up.
Hit us up. Also follow us on Facebook, These
Yep.
Boys Again. And download the KRSM app. That way you can listen to us every morning. Not
it.
every morning. One day every morning. But for now, Friday, 6 to 8 a.m. KRSM app. And, of course, you can call in at any time, 612-345-4161. Hey, thanks for joining us this Friday. We got a good show for you. Some great stories, as we normally do. We'll usher you into your weekend.
Yeah.
Don't change the dial. Minnesota's #1 Afrobeat radio show, These Boys Again.
Do it.
Happy Friday. It's a 6'2" Stallion. I have the Doc in the building.
What up? What up?
The voice of logic and reason is not here today. He'll be back next week. Let's run through this week's National Day calendar. If your birthday falls amongst any of these days, please know that you can celebrate your birthday by celebrating one of these National Day topics. Today, February 7th, is Bubblegum Day. It's also National Fettuccine Alfredo, which is gross.
This guy doesn't like fettuccine.
Nah, man. I don't like any white creamy, anything. Just give me the red sauce, bro.
Yeah.
Marinara.
I'm with you on that.
Give me the red sauce.
The white sauces are milk based, and I'm lactose.
I'm cool.
Yeah.
Periodic Table Day. Send a card to a friend day. And also Wear Red Day. Today's Wear Red Day. Tomorrow, Global Movie Day. Did you hear about the school that got a bill from Disney because they had a movie night?
Yeah, with the Lion King.
With the Lion King.
I'm with it.
And they charged people admission.
Yeah, I'm with it.
Of course, concessions.
Yep.
And then some snitch,
Yep.
some narc,
Keep that same energy.
tells Disney
Yep.
that we had this movie night.
Yep.
Disney's like, nah, you can't do that. You owe us.
Run the check.
Run the check. And the check was peddly, like $250.
I want all the cash. I want all my money. I want all my money. It's something that I produced. We spent millions on. I want all my money.
So anyways, I guess the school had to pay.
Yeah, I want all my money. I'm even happy. Like Disney did them a favor by only doing 250.
$250.
Yeah, Disney did them a favor.
Apparently, it was for a fundraiser though.
Well,
They raised
look-
$800 for the fundraiser.
Look, right, and let us know that you're gonna do this.
Pay your
let
tights.
us, right. We could have just said,
Pay your
all right,
tights.
We could have just said, you know what? We'll give you guys. It's a fundraiser. You're trying to do something. All right, cool. We'll let you.
They
we'll
might
let
have
you-
even paid. They might have even dropped in
Right.
a donation
right
of mills.
something,
Or
but
at least
nah,
thousands.
Nah, you didn't want to get us involved. All right, run the check. Run the check. I'm with it. Keep the energy. Look, they spent millions of dollars to. I don't care how big Disney is. I don't care if it's billion, whatever. Run the check.
Which is the flip side of the argument. You're a $1 billion company. It was just for some kids. It's for a fundraiser. People
Run
do this all the time.
Check.
Run the check.
Make sure I don't find out next time. Then
Go find the narc. Actually, that's who you should be
that's
mad
what you
at.
should be bad at.
National Boy Scouts Day on Saturday. National Kite Flying Day. Iowa, it's also your day. February 9th, Sunday, Cut the Cord Day. Gross. Is that the umbilical cord? they're talking about?
No, it's cut the cord, cut cable.
Oh.
What?
Bagel and Lox Day. Pizza Day. Toothache Day. Nobody wants to have toothaches. February 10th, Clean Out Your Computer Day. Cream Cheese Brownie Day. Home Warranty Day and Umbrella Day. February 11th. What day is February 11th? I think that's what day are we on? Tuesday?
I don't know.
It's Tuesday. National Don't Cry Over Spilled Milk Day. Inventors Day. Make a Friend Day. Peppermint Patty Day. Shut In Visitation Day. White Shirt Day. Safer Internet Day. All on Tuesday. If you're born on February 12th, it's Plum Pudding Day.
Gross.
Plum pudding. And finally, February 13th, Thursday, National Give Hearts Day, Break Up With Your Carrier Day, Cheddar Day, and Tortellini
Yeah.
Day.
Yeah.
Over the past 20 years, someone,
Dun dun dun.
whoever they are,
The cabal.
has infused fear into the hearts of many people.
Let's call it the media.
Let's call it the media. Let's
Because
okay.
it really is them.
I guess
Jerks.
it probably is them.
It is them.
If for no media, there's things we wouldn't even know about.
Yep.
That's true.
Yep.
There's things we wouldn't even know about.
When we just be cool.
We just be cool. But here's a list of a few things, 20 things that have been considered threats to humanity over the last 20 years. In 1999/2000, we were told that Y2K
Y2K.
is going to kill us.
Yep. It was going to be the end of civilization. All the computers are going to shut down. And, like, people were buying up, like, food in bulk. People were preparing for the next day to just be, like, all the financial institutions were going to come down. It was big.
As soon as December 31st, 1999, 11:59 switched to 12 o'clock.
Yep. Everything was going to shut down. People were in their basements, holding their families' hands. I was at church.
That's what I was going to say. I feel we were. Yes, we were at church.
Yep.
And the prayer was in direct
It was
contention against
against
Y2K.
Y2K. Yep. Yep.
And as
Spirit of Y2K.
11:58, 11:59, the prayer intensified.
Yep. Yep. This was my pre-prepper days. And so I wasn't, so if anything would have gone down, I'd have been out of luck.
Wow.
Yeah.
Y2K.
Y2K.
2001, anthrax.
Yep.
Anthrax, for those of you who are too young, was
She's too young for you, bro.
was a substance that if you inhaled would kill you, I guess. I
And
don't
people
know.
were sending it in the mail.
People were sending like powder in your mail.
Yep.
And if you open the mail and the powder gets all over you or you inhale the powder, you're in trouble.
It's a wrap. I wasn't scared of that one because I'm like, ain't nobody gonna send me. Like me, like whatever.
I didn't really care either.
I didn't care either.
Anthrax. Although there was moments where I would open my mail holding just the corner with my index finger and my thumb, and extending my arms as far away from my face as possible as I opened it. Just to
This
make
guy
sure, man.
thought somebody was coming for
Just
him.
to make sure, man. Anthrax.
The guy said, just in case this letter got. Oh, the one thing I did though. Anything that wasn't addressed to me, I just didn't.
Definitely don't
If it
open.
was like to the
Residents
resident,
of-
nah, it was cool. Like
Definitely don't
yeah,
open.
Didn't do that.
Nah, we're not doing that.
Yeah, nope.
West Nile virus was 2002.
Yep.
I don't really remember this one.
I remember that.
West Nile virus. SARS was 2003.
West Nile was mosquitoes because we had.
That's right.
And so like they were spraying and killing mosquitoes in Minnesota because of West Nile. I think it got as close as Wisconsin, West Nile, if I remember correctly. I think maybe we had one case. And I remember SARS.
SARS was everyone walking around with masks.
Yep.
2005, bird flu.
Yep. Remember the bird flu? Wasn't really scared about bird flu. I did stop eating chicken for a while.
2006, E. coli.
I wasn't concerned about that, but that was because it was from vegetables, because they were spraying
Lettuce.
Yeah, they were spraying fertilizer, like water with that got leaked manure
Yes.
got into the water, and so they were spraying it. So that's what all those vegetables got E. coli.
Yes.
Sorry for the vegans that year.
Belle. Bells.
Bells.
2008 was the bad economy,
Yep.
the housing crisis that we went through,
Yeah.
which
yeah.
I don't know why you think that's going to kill us, but whatever.
It was supposed to bring down. It was supposed to be like a chain reaction, and like it did go around the world, but the world did like the rich people aren't going to let the economy like
Just crash.
Just crash. Nah, they got too much money invested in it.
Yep. Swine flu was 2009.
Yeah, was not concerned about that. I remember watching it on TV. I'm like, man, it sucks for them.
Swine flu.
If it's, I don't eat pork like that. So like y'all do y'all.
Y'all do y'all. BP oil.
Yep.
That's from the dumping in the
From the
oceans.
From the
oil spills.
oil
and-
spill.
Yep.
Off the out of Louisiana.
Yes.
Yep. That did affect me.
How?
Guy, do you know where like a lot of the shrimp comes from?
The guy really paused. The guy really paused and looked at me like, guy,
Hurt my feelings,
the
man.
shrimp.
All the seafood, like I couldn't.
Was there a shortage?
There was.
Uh-huh.
The prices got jacked up.
Yep.
And then on top of it, they were like, even now, they're like, yeah, it's safe to consume now. We're still studying it. So like, I'm like real cautious. I got to watch out where my shrimp comes from.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not doing any. Sorry, Louisiana, I'm not patronizing your shrimp.
Jeez.
I have to find out where. I've been eating farmed shrimp. There's a difference between farmed and fresh.
We don't
ocean.
care. The guy wants to go into the science of farm shrimp versus fresh ocean fish.
Anyways, there's a
shrimp.
difference, and my feelings were hurt.
Okay.
So that did affect me.
BP oil. 2011 Obamacare. I don't know what's the problem here.
That didn't kill anybody.
Obamacare is going to kill us all. 2012, this one I remember specifically, the Mayan end of the world.
Yep.
Basically, they were saying that they did not account, the calendar didn't go beyond a specific date. I think it was like in December.
Yeah.
Like December 12th or something like that.
Yep. So I wasn't concerned about this because I'm like, I know how lazy I am, and if it's like 1700 or 625 BC,
I'm done writing.
I'm good. I'm done.
I'm done ascribing all this.
I've already passed where I'm gonna live.
Yep.
So like, I don't care about you guys. So I'm done.
I'm done scribing.
I'm done.
2013, North Korea. North Korea is going to kill us all in
Yep.
2013.
Little Rocket Man.
Yep. Is that when Dennis Rodman went over?
Yep.
To try to settle the
To
peace.
smooth stuff
Smooth
over.
stuff over. Apparently he did. We're still here. 2014, Ebola.
Ebola.
Ebola was kind of loud.
It was, and it was in Minnesota because a specific West African country, not to be named,
Name them,
Liberia.
please. Just know it's not Nigeria.
Liberia. Guy went over there contracted Ebola,
Biao.
and then wanted to come back here.
Like Biao.
Now we have Ebola here, bruh.
Now we got to quarantine
Now I got,
and all be
my guy, all up. Where I live is like Little Liberia.
yes.
And so, like, stores were, like, putting up signs, like, we don't have Ebola here. I'm like, I'm still not coming in. The pure fact you put a sign up.
They were
I'm not
losing
coming in.
business. They were
Yeah.
losing business.
Yeah.
People were like, we're not going to your store. We're not
going-
shopping there.
Nah, that's where Liberians
So they
be
had
at.
to say,
We don't have Ebola.
whoa.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Stay there. If you're sick, just stay. There's two people in this world that, okay, no.
Go.
That's gonna get us in trouble.
Okay, say the one person.
Okay, the
Because
one
the second
people-
person, I think, is probably the one that will get us in trouble.
Nope, I'm saying the second person.
Okay.
So it feels like
Oh, boy.
anytime
Oh, boy.
out of this list, well, let's finish the list, then I'll say it. Then
Okay.
I'll say it.
Finish the list. 2015,
Yep.
Disney measles and ISIS.
Yep, that was the liberal people that were not vaccinating their children and taking them to Disney World, and people were getting measles because herd immunity. So vaccinate your kids. ISIS, I'm in Minnesota. ISIS don't want none in Minnesota. We're cool. New York, I feel bad for you, son.
They always have the threats.
Always, you got 99 problems, and ISIS is one.
High alert all
High
the time
alert
in
all
New
the
York.
time. That's why they don't care. So New Yorkers don't care. They don't care. They're just like, whatever.
2016, Zika.
Yeah, that was a real threat. We were just talking about that this morning.
Just talking about that. Zika. 2017.
Brazil.
Fake news in 2017 is going to kill us all. That's stupid.
Very stupid.
2018, migrant caravans.
Which was also stupid. Which was also very stupid.
Also very stupid.
Mm-hmm.
2019, measles came back around.
Yep.
This vaccinate
your kids.
This vaccination thing is a serious thing, man.
Those are the people that are going to kill us.
Measles.
Unvaccinated people.
Measles, mumps, and rubella.
Gosh, we're going to fight. Like
MMR.
Let's just...
Measles, mumps. What's the mumps? How come we don't hear about mumps or rubella as an outbreak? It's always
Right.
just
It's
stops
always
at the
measles.
measles.
Because I think because measles are airborne. I don't know.
Measles, mumps, and
Yeah.
rubella. And then, of course, the latest craze, 2020 coronavirus, which, by the way, I'm hearing is completely curable. It's just an elevated level of the flu. Unless you have a bad immune system.
680 people have died already.
But what are the ages of those people? What's their immune system?
Right, and they're...
And do they have the treatment?
All right, so the one problem that I have with the numbers, Chinese government isn't the friendliest to like tell the truth. So they've literally quarantined a whole city. There's a whole city in China that's quarantined because of this. There are reports of, not to be an alarmist, but there are reports that
You're being an alarmist.
I am.
Because
I am.
this whole list was about the fact that in that year there was alarmists and
Yes.
fearmongers.
Yes. Yes.
So continue, but you are being an alarmist.
I am.
In 2040, we'll run this list and say coronavirus.
Go figure. I'm in the media now.
Shut up.
So there's a whole city of like 10 million people that are quarantined in Wuhan because of the coronavirus. For some reason, this specific group of people, whenever they get sick, they just want to fly. They just go.
What do you mean?
This specific group that I'm talking about.
They want to fly.
They just go, and so it just spreads. So it goes from one area, and now like the whole world is concerned about.
As
this
in they want to fly in an
because-
airplane.
In airplanes, and they just want to travel.
Yes.
And
Airplane is the worst place
it's the
to be.
worst place to
when
be.
you have. It's just a.
If you're sick, whatever you are, if you're sick, stay your butt at home.
contamination canister is all it is. Yep.
Stay home.
Yeah.
Now people are in airports with masks on. Like,
But if they're quarantined, how are they allowed to fly out?
because before the quarantine, before
Yeah.
people had like left the city, like they had to create what was it? It was like a 10,000 bed hospital. They built it
In like 7 days or something
some
like that.
crazy like that.
Yeah.
That's how serious it is.
Nah.
Corona,
Coronavirus. SARS.
bird flu,
Yes.
swine flu.
They all come from China. It's just, I know where you're going.
Can y'all just
Can
chill
y'all
out
just-
with what you're eating? Have you seen this video of like in this restaurant? There's like a whole bat in a soup. It's like bat soup.
I heard about bat saliva coffee beans.
Do you see? Do you see?
Bat saliva coffee. So
Must you?
The bat will chew the coffee bean, spit it out.
Must you?
And they use that as the coffee bean.
And
to
I
make to
promise
make
you, it's
coffee.
not. And I promise you, it's not spit out. I promise you, it's pooped out.
There's another story I heard of some luau coffee bean. Same scenario.
Do you see?
The bird eats it, poops it out. They take the manure, they
Do you
get
see?
the bean out of it. Apparently, the bean comes out still whole.
Yeah.
They create the coffee from that.
D-
And that's what you're feeding people.
What I'm telling you.
How will you not get bird flu?
We know for sure that they know that the coronavirus comes from bats. You're eating spit up coffee beans from bats. On top of it, you're eating bat soup. There's a whole bat in a soup, just bubbling. Bat soup. Do you don't have any other animals you can eat?
That have been proven to
And
be
have been
safe.
proven to be safe? No, you must go. Come on, guys.
And
Come on,
that's the onset of corona.
Look, we got cow tongue. We have a whole bunch of the animals that we know.
Like the exotic stuff you wanna try.
You can find it.
You can
in
find it.
The animals that we know are cool.
Yes.
Come on, we don't need bat soup, guys. We don't need it.
Wow.
We don't need it. Coronavirus. I'm telling you,
Half of this list started from China, bro.
Yeah, like, come on. Can we just chill out with like the exotic meats and stuff? Let's just chill out.
And then
I know that it's because there's a high population and like
you'll have your vegans say
that
"Look,
is real.
We told you, stop eating meat. Nah, you don't want to listen.
That is real.
To them, I say E. coli.
E. coli.
But
You had yours.
that being said, they had one. Like, let's be honest. They had one.
Man, God, you don't remember the whole what's this Chipotle being shut down like
But that part of that was the chicken too,
like
though.
5 a lot of it was like tomatoes and junk. Like tomatoes weren't available. It was like multiple years. So just because like whatever. just eat regular safe meat. Regular safe what we know of meat. And if you want to be vegan, yes, be vegan, but E. coli.
There's danger everywhere.
Danger everywhere.
But it doesn't kill us all.
It doesn't
Okay,
kill us all.
can we stop with this?
I know, the hyperbole.
Let's stop with that.
not
Like
gonna
it
kill everybody.
doesn't kill us all.
No, somebody's gonna, and there's people with natural immunity to it, so the human race will survive. We'll be good.
When I heard it's not even really fatal. It's fatal if you can't treat it and if you have a poor immune system. I'm like, what? Bro, this is just the flu on steroids.
So like there's a specific mask. It's a N95 mask. It's usually used for like painting, drywalling, whatever.
Yeah.
It has a really, really good filter where it could filter out like germs and stuff. It's sold out everywhere.
People just snatching them up.
It's sold out like it's
Walking
on,
around with masks
like,
on.
for real. It's on like even people are selling it on eBay for like 5 times the value.
And people are buying it.
People are buying it. Like it took me to go to 5 different stores before I could find mine.
They think
Of course.
now the real story comes out. You yourself, you bought one.
Oh heck yeah,
Heck
yeah.
This guy's a loser. This guy's when we come back, celebrity news.
Guess who's not getting the coronavirus? This guy.
Celebrity news. We got stories coming up. Hey, man, don't change the dials. These boys again, 98.9 KRSM.
Welcome back to These Boys Again. I'm your host. I'm not here by myself, the Doc, and I'm here with Ricio.
Judge.
Yeah, welcome to Celebrity News. Gayle King is in hot water.
Gayle.
Gayle had a interview with Lisa Leslie about Kobe Bryant. CBS this morning released a clip of it, and in the clip, she can be seen discussing Kobe's sexual abuse case. In this clip, she was talking about the 2003 rape accusation. She was basically pressing Lisa Leslie on how she felt about the sexual abuse case. Let's go ahead and just play that clip for you.
It's been said that his legacy is complicated because of a sexual assault charge, which was dismissed in 2003, 2004. Is it complicated for you as a woman, as a WNBA player?
It's not complicated for me at all. Even if there's a few times that we've been at a club at the same time, Kobe's not the kind of guy, never been like, you know, Lisa, go get that girl or tell her or send her this. I have other NBA friends that are like that. Kobe's, he was never like that. I just never have ever seen him being the kind of person that would do something to violate a woman or be aggressive in that way. That's just not the person that I know.
But Lisa, you wouldn't see it though. As his friend, you wouldn't see it.
And that's possible. I just don't believe that. And I'm not saying things didn't happen. I just don't believe that things didn't happen with force.
And so with that clip, she had an hour-long interview with Lisa Leslie, and so CBS in the morning decided to release just that clip. She came onto Twitter to defend herself and said that she didn't approve of that being the clip to use to sell the interview.
Yep.
So she was just basically defending herself, saying that, you know, the actual whole interview paints Kobe in a good light. She was just talking about the entirety of his career with one of his closest friends, and she felt blindsided they used that specific clip. The likes of 50 Cent, Snoop Dogg, Lil Duval have went in on Gayle King, and subsequently Oprah. They went in on Oprah
too.
Yeah, because Oprah has made a few documentaries on sexual abusers who happen to be black, while seemingly ignoring sexual abusers that are in her circle. Harvey Weinstein, not doing the same level of deep dive digging into their past.
Yes.
And so it seems like she's targeting the black community versus, you know, sexual abuse as a whole.
So people are going in on Gayle King. She's saying she didn't release the clip. She was trying to do a end-to-end holistic interview.
Yep.
Is that okay? Is it okay that she even asked the questions?
The one thing, after like really looking at what, after really looking at it and really trying to understand, I've come to the determination that women generally are going to have a different discussion about Kobe than we do. They're going to view Kobe differently. Where we are in the era of when you accuse someone, as the accuser, you're automatically given victim status. It's not a matter of litigating,
withholding and waiting. Yep.
You're automatically given that victim status. So if the accuser is given victim status, then the accused is the perpetrator.
Yes.
You're automatically found guilty of this act. So because of that era and because of that relationship that most people have with accusations, they're gonna view him differently, and their conversation is gonna be differently.
That said, Lisa's response was actually that of Kobe, the accused, not being the perpetrator,
right,
or her not seeing him in that light. So, yes, I think there's something to be said about the relationship you have with the person, accused or accuser. I guess my question is, like, at what point is it appropriate to, like, start to have these conversations or to ask these questions about Kobe specifically? Like, is it still too early? if I'm doing an interview with Lisa
Yeah.
Leslie and I'm discussing Kobe Bryant,
Yeah.
I mean, we have to admit that this is part of his legacy. This is part of his life at bare minimum. At what
Yes.
point do we say, let's have this conversation or let's talk about this?
But what do you? My rebuttal to that is, what are you talking about? Like, he's been alive. It happened in 2003.
Yep.
This is 2020. He's been alive for enough years where people could have relitigate this and re-asked him about it. Now that he's not here, you want to bring it up for what end? For what? Yes, it happened. These are the facts of it. Why does that continuously have to be the foot forward? Like, there's other things that you could talk about
Which
that are
they did,
yeah,
right? Which
like,
they did.
He was a part investor of the UFC. He had like this huge network of investment. There's like a bunch of other things that you can talk about
Yep.
that are closer to relevance than an incident that happened in 2003. Like, it feels like you're trying to besmirch and shame. And again, like, this could be me coming from a perspective of a fan, but my thing is, like, you had all this time that someone could have done an in-depth expose on him. Like,
Well, the point is that when someone passes away, you do a scan of their life. That's why. It's
Right.
because when anytime someone passes away, specifically in this case, someone of notoriety, a celebrity, whatever you want to call it, you do a scan of their life, and that is just what happens. People just do a scan of their life.
but focusing on that, like, that is one of the few negative things that you can pick out of his life.
Which is probably why it's so loud. Because you when you do the scan, as Gail said, that wasn't the only thing we talked about. We talked about
Yeah.
so many other things, and those so many other things were probably positive things, right? Great father from what we hear, business minded, was really helping the youth, had his Mamba mentality, has his Kobe Bryant foundation, like has all these good things happening. But because we're doing a scan of his life, there's this one negative dark spot that when you discuss it is just going to sound louder.
But to what? What's at what end? What's the end? What's the goal of talking about that negative dark spot? Like, you can mention it. Like, what was the point? What was she trying to get by asking Lisa Leslie this? Was she trying to get her to say that, yeah, he was a rapist, but he redeemed himself later on in life? Is that the quote that she was trying to pull out? Like, I don't.
It's a good question. I mean, what's the end game here? But if we ask it from the flip side, what's the end game of discussing positive things?
That's true. That's true.
I mean, except for the fact that the positive things are things that actually live on, right? Mm-hmm. Right, like his foundation is going to live on.
Yep.
His Mamba mentality. I don't know exactly what it is, but his basketball camps and all those things that's going to live on, right? Some of the things he's instilled in his daughters as a father, that's going to live on. So I can see that. I can see how you ask those questions about what he's done to better life and to better people around him and to create opportunities for people around him. And that's probably why you ask those questions, so people are aware of those things. But
because I mean, at this point, for me, it's like, it's either we believe in the judicial system or you don't. And if wholesale we're saying that we don't believe in the judicial system and it needs reform, that if someone is found not guilty for whatever reason, like, we're not gonna buy that, then we need to fix that, because it seems very, especially when it comes to men of color, that when something is litigated, if we're punished for something and we go and we go through the punishment and we come back on the other side and we're trying to redeem ourselves, that thing is still hanging over our heads.
yes,
And it's Kobe was found not guilty.
Sure.
Like, she didn't want to testify.
sure.
And a civil suit was settled. And there's a lot of civil suits that are settled just not as an admission of guilt, but just to move on from it. So it's, do we believe that our judicial system was right? If not, if you're saying that even because he was accused means that he did it, then we just have to be consistent. The same thing with Vic. Like Michael Vick was convicted of something brutal, dogfighting. He went to jail. Whatever. He paid his price. He came back. He redeemed himself. He had a great redemption story. But they're talking about putting him into the Hall of Fame, and everyone's in uproar saying that he's a murderer of dogs. Well, he went to jail. His life was, he paid that price. He paid the cost for that. It's either we believe in that system or we don't.
It's a good discussion.
Have it both ways.
It's a good discussion, but I don't think that you can say we can't have it both ways, because we are having it both ways.
And that's where the hypocrisy lies.
There's a difference between the judicial system and the court of public opinion.
Right.
And the court of public opinion is in no way tied to the judicial system.
You're right.
And it possibly can be, depending on your stance on the subjects of that judicial case. But just because someone went into jail and served their time and did what the law says they should do, or they were freed, they were found not guilty based on the law, does not necessarily sway, and I don't think will ever sway, the court of public opinion. At least from a wholesome perspective. It might sway a certain percentage, right? Some people might say, okay, thanks for going through the evidence. I believe the evidence that you showed. I now agree with what the court says, guilty or not guilty, right? But that's a small percentage, or that is a percentage. But the court of public opinion does not get tied with the judicial system. And no one is going to say, either we believe in the judicial system. If they say it's right, if they say he's guilty, we all got to lean to that. If they say it's not guilty, we all got to lean to that. And we have to now interact with that person in that way. I just don't think that will ever be the case.
Yeah, and I mean, it's a bigger societal thing that the court of public opinion, it tends to ruin lives more often than not, because that initial gut reaction is what people go with, and people almost never leave that.
Well, I think the truth is that probably what you're saying is that the court of public opinion actually has probably more power than the judicial system, because even after the system has made their ruling, the court of public opinion can still affect this person's life, whether found guilty or not guilty, in a very positive or negative way. Like it's just more powerful in my opinion.
It is.
So,
and more vindictive.
So, anyways, Gayle King is now under fire.
She's under fire. But yeah,
we were talking off mic, and I asked if you think the cancel culture will touch Gayle and Oprah because of this.
No, and because one, like, they are ingrained in, outside of the people that are upset with them, they still have a large following. So if you remove all the people that are upset with them out of their fandom, their following is still enough to more than sustain them. So
agreed.
They're definitely not going to be canceled.
Cancel culture.
All right, Nick Gordon. Nick Gordon was the boyfriend of Bobby Christina. Bobby Christina was the daughter of Bobby Brown.
And you say was because
she has passed. So they found that he died of heroin overdose.
Whoa.
He was found
Utah?
I don't think it was Utah. He was found unresponsive and in a cardiac arrest. He was hospitalized for 7 hours before he died. There was also Narcan in his system, which is a drug used to counteract the effect of an overdose. So
don't do drugs.
Pretty much. Yeah. Angela Simmons, she's dealing with a uproar because she was in a TikTok video with Bow Wow. She's now saying that Just because we're in that cute video doesn't mean we're back together or we're together. Public opinion, man. Rich the Kid.
Rich the Kid. I just found out yesterday that the guy's a skateboard rapper.
What
Meaning
the hell is a skateboard
he's
rapper?
a rapper that like enjoys being on the skateboard. Like he's a Lil Wayne type.
Ah, okay.
And apparently he is crazy good.
Really?
I just found that out yesterday. Rich the Kid.
Well,
Who would have thunk?
Who would have thunk it? He's his management company is suing him, saying that he owes them $3.5 million. In a suit, the company claimed it's owed more in fees, $3.5 million in fees alone from the deal that he struck back in 2017. So they said that he hasn't kept his end of the bargain, and they're suing him for breach of contract.
When you have a management team, I mean, I assume you have someone who cuts them a check. The check doesn't come to them and they pay you.
Well,
They don't cut you a check.
no, the checks come to you, and then you pay.
You have to pay out
your
to
management,
the management and everyone else.
your publicists, all of that. So you pay them.
Who is paying them? Because he's not actually writing the check. Who's the person that's actually cutting these checks out? Is it an accountant?
Probably would be an accountant if he has one, or it might be him personally doing like wire transfers, or like if he has like an assistant.
It's
or
him
something.
personally doing wire transfers.
It could be. I don't know what kind of structure that he has set up.
That's probably why they're not getting paid. This guy's not going to spend time. The money comes in his account. You think he's going to spend time?
The guy's like, this is. That's how people get in trouble with the IRS, because they just see like $2 million into the account, and they just start spending, not knowing that
That's income.
you're spending Uncle Sam's money,
Whoa.
and he's gonna want that. He's gonna want that.
Run me the check.
Run me the check.
Okay.
Donald Trump had his State of the Union address.
Yes.
And there's a few salacious things as the president is known to do. But what was telling was, after the speech was over, he hands a copy of the speech to the speaker, and Nancy Pelosi, and she tried to shake his hand. He stiffed her on the handshake. He did a take that. And she was like, "Oh, okay,
So
I got you."
Oh.
And she ripped up the speech and started clapping at him.
That was in retaliation. I actually haven't seen like any video of him stiffing her.
Yeah.
I heard about it, but I've seen video of her ripping it up. But that was in response to.
I think that was in response to that. I'm like, you guys are just petulant children at this point.
It's
You
just-
guys are old children.
I know.
Just what?
I'm not gonna.
What
shake,
are we doing
I'm not
here?
gonna shake your hand.
What are we
All right,
doing?
Well, I'm gonna
gonna
rip up your speech.
What are we doing here?
I like it.
Can we
I
get some
like it.
adults, guy?
I like it. I like it. Just be you. Be petty. If that's you, be you. Like, I like it.
I usually like petty, but not like the guy that can blow up the world. You know?
Yeah. Be petty. He's had opportunity to do that, by the way.
He has.
If he's really wants to blow up the world,
and I mean,
he's
done that to some extent.
to some extent. And if he's really, really, really petty, he doesn't need a real reason. He'll just push the button.
That's real.
So let's give me that. I like that. Show me that, man. I'm not gonna shake your hand. I don't like you.
That's real.
I don't
That's
like
real.
you. I'm not gonna
real.
shake your hand. Oh, I don't like you either. Rip the speech up.
Cool. It's
Cool.
none.
Same
It's
energy.
none.
Let's
Same
go.
Let's keep the same
I'm
energy.
with
It's
that,
none.
guy.
There's none. I mean, you ain't gonna meet me outside or nothing. There's nothing.
They're not gonna physically
I
fight.
know. And they
This
both
guy.
got. I know. But I mean, like,
I'm with that, man. I don't mind it. People will say, "Nah, he's the president." He's just, yeah. I agree, but
I don't want somebody petty as the president.
well,
All right, we got one more story, and then Meek Mill and Onika Minaj, they were going at it on Twitter.
Nicki Minaj, for those of you who don't know,
Nicki Minaj, and they used to date. They were going at it.
I wish Meek didn't do this.
I don't understand.
I wish
what
Meek wouldn't do this.
What's for whoa?
Just
They're
let it
just
go, man.
going back and forth at it. she accused him of beating her, and she accused him of beating her. It's just messy, very messy. I don't get why Meek would do that. He brought up the fact that her brother is in jail for sexually abusing a little girl. It was just bad on both parts. Like, I don't get it. Like, they're both seemingly in happy relationships, but they still have enough time to go back and forth with each other. So yeah, they both need to grow up.
Was the breakup even bad? I don't even remember the breakup being like really that.
I didn't think it was like.
I don't remember. I mean, I didn't pay that close of attention, but I don't remember it being like.
And it was like during the beef with Drake. I think like right shortly after that is when they broke up, because everyone was clowning him for taking a few L's. Like, you lose the battle, then you lose Nicki.
Yikes.
Yeah. But I mean, his career is still strong. But yeah, they both need to grow up there. I'm not gonna go into the details of the Twitter fingers, but you can go look it up.
Twitter fingers.
Yeah. So that's your this week's in celebrity news. I was about to say movie news, but I was like, that was a movie.
That's not movie news.
That's not what I just did.
Are we gonna do movie news? The guy's not here.
Guy's not here.
We'll figure it out after this break. Let's play a song. Hey, follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter. Email us, These Boys Again, These Boys Radio, everywhere. Everywhere, These Boys Radio or These Boys Again. Download the KRSM app and call into the show at any time, 612-345-4161. When we come back, possibly movie news, but life advice.
Story number 1.
A man asked gym mates to borrow a heater, a hammer, a gun
Yeah.
for robbery. Police in Louisiana have
He
charged.
told them it was for robbery.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Police in Louisiana have charged a man with drug possession after he approached two people in a gym parking lot and asked to borrow their hammer, their heater, their Glock, the gun, to commit a robbery. West Monroe police charged Landon Wayne Duke, 19-year-old Landon Wayne Duke, after two men flagged down an officer and informed the officer of Duke's comments. Apparently, we have more snitches out here.
I want people to snitch in that. The guy said, "Let me get a gun for a robbery." No, I'm cool with that. I'm cool. Snitch. Please.
Let me get your banger so I could go commit a robbery.
Please snitch.
Duke had approached a man whom he reportedly knew in a Planet Fitness parking lot and noticed they had guns in their truck.
Yeah.
The men told investigators that Duke said he wanted to borrow the guns to rob someone of enough money to leave town. The man, of course, said no and entered the gym, according to the report. Duke allegedly followed and worked out with the men while continuing to talk about robbing someone. Police later spotted Duke at a nearby gas station and found what they believed to be methamphetamine wrapped in a $100 bill in his pocket. Duke was booked into Ouachita Correctional Center on Sunday on one count of possession of Schedule 2 controlled dangerous substance. He remained in custody Monday.
Wow. You know what? It must have been the meth. Because the guy just thought it was normal. He's like, he thought he
knew the guys.
That's what it is.
He felt
That's
like he
what
had
it
a
is.
relationship with those guys.
He felt like they were cool.
Yeah.
That
And
he
if these
could
guys
discuss.
if these guys are toting hammers, I can
ask.
ask this question.
And as a responsible gun owner, they were like, no, you can't use my weapon to commit a crime because it's tied to me, the federal registry. So no. And they should have just, no, I'm good with them snitching. I'm actually good with them. The guy's on meth. Nah, yeah, I'm good with the snitching.
He worked out with them, by the way.
He worked out with them.
He went into the gym and they
High on meth.
He might not have been high
He's
at the
high.
time. Maybe
He's
he's
high.
a dealer. Maybe
No,
he's selling it.
He's high.
He might not be high. It didn't seem high.
You know, no reasonable person is gonna ask for a gun and then go work out.
He wasn't ready to commit the crime. He just wanted to hold a gun for the hour, work out, and then when he leaves, he's gonna go rob someone for enough money to leave town.
Just to leave town. Like you're not
where
gonna
are
see
you
me
going?
anymore.
First of all, where are you going?
Do you really need money to leave town anymore?
Yeah, you do.
Do you?
You do. What do you mean? What are you talking
Like-
about? Of course you do. Depend on where you want to go. Number one, airplane ticket. Or if you're driving,
yeah,
he's probably driving. Let's be honest.
right. He's driving.
He's jumping into a whip and he's driving across border somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere.
You need money though. You got to buy gas.
With the advent of Uber, can't you just like Uber quick, do a couple of pickups around town, get some quick money?
You mean he should Uber? He should Uber drive?
Yeah.
This is not the guy you want to jump in an Uber car with. He's ready
I know,
to rob.
but I'm just saying, like,
No.
like
Oh,
there's-
well, the alternative. Is
yeah,
what
the
you're saying.
alternative is like there's quick ways to make cash.
That's true. He has meth in his pocket, guy. I don't think Uber is gonna. I don't think Uber is gonna pass him.
That's the tagline for the show. He has meth in his pocket.
He has meth in his pocket. I don't think Uber's gonna give him the license to drive under their.
Did he think he was gonna rob somebody and get like a few $1,000s? Was that his aim? Well, he's on meth, so we can never
don't
know.
know.
We don't know. We don't know what's in his head.
And when he says rob someone, is it store? Is it like a person on the street?
Right.
Is it
Like you're not getting, like no reasonable person is gonna be carrying like $1,000 in their pocket.
By the way, if you really want to commit a robbery, now listen up.
Uh-oh.
If you really want to commit a robbery, you don't need a gun.
You really don't.
You don't need a gun. You just need to identify the victim who would be scared of a random person
Yeah.
coming up to them and being aggressive.
Yeah. And that
Maybe
way-
a knife,
That way you don't get, well, if you don't have a weapon, you don't get charged with armed robbery.
armed robbery.
Yeah.
You just have to be willing to be aggressive and put your hands up. If the person is ready to put their hands up,
Yeah.
now you put your hands up.
And
And
knock
take
if you
what
buck.
knock if you buck. Put your paws up and knock if you
and
buck.
knock if you buck.
You don't need a gun.
If you bout it,
If you really want to leave town, you need money. You don't need a gun.
And if you're a real criminal,
Just go
you
to
should be able to. You should be able to do that.
You should be able to go through.
If you're a real brolic criminal.
Go about it that way.
Yeah.
Or, and if you're looking for, let's say, less a prey that will not fight back as much, go to downtown districts where it's working class people.
Oh, that's where the 5-0s are. That's where the cops
The
are.
5-0s are all over
They're
there.
all over downtowns.
That's true.
Yeah, you get hemmed up quick. Quick. Yeah, you're not doing that in downtown Minneapolis.
I'm trying to think of downtown many if there's like alleyways or stuff that you could. Parking garages.
Parking garages, but there's usually cameras in those parking garages. There are usually cameras tucked in the corners. I mean, you might get away with it. You might rob the person, but
You're leaving town, so
Yeah.
that's the point.
Let's just not rob people. Go Uber.
How about we do that?
Yeah, just go Uber.
Go Uber.
Do what's the Postmates?
Postmates.
Go deliver people food. Not me, because
DoorDash.
DoorDash. There you go. Go DoorDash for a few hours. Get some money that way. Then you can leave town, and you can DoorDash your way across town, across the state. Look at that.
Apparently he has a car, right?
Right.
We're settling on the fact that he's not flying.
Right. He's definitely not flying.
Maybe he's going to steal a car.
Definitely not. You can't DoorDash in a stolen car, can you?
Come on, man. You got to register the vehicle. You got to do all that.
Someone's gonna do that. Someone's gonna DoorDash.
They can't.
Someone's gonna DoorDash in a stolen car.
I need
our listeners to prove me right. Send me stories. Not you personally go. Just send us stories with someone stealing a car if you find one.
and
And
DoorDash.
DoorDashing. Yeah.
Story number 2.
A man riding a horse was stopped by police for using his phone. A man using a mobile phone while horse riding has faced court because he didn't have a hands-free device fitted to the animal.
This is ridiculous. This is when I have aught with police. You're just bored now. You're just bored. The horse isn't gonna run into traffic.
It could. I mean, technically, as the rider, you're controlling the horse. You're controlling the horse. Could.
This must be a small town, and the cops are just bored.
The man was riding along a rural NSW road. I don't know what NSW is. That's why I paused. I was like, there's no way this is north-southwest. What does
Right.
that mean?
I don't know.
I
what
don't
that
know.
means.
Traveling at an estimated speed of 10 kilometers per hour and holding a mobile phone to his ears
Are you kidding me?
when police stopped him. 10 kilometers per hour. How fast is that
Not fast.
in miles? Let's look it up. Just
What?
Yeah.
The cops were bored. The cops literally are bored. Like you're just hemming the guy up just because you have nothing to do. You can't just chill.
6 miles an hour. He's going 6 miles an hour on a horse with a phone on his ear
And on a rural road.
on a rural road. When he later had the matter dealt with in the Mudgee local court, David Day said, under the road rules, a horse is a vehicle, and he didn't have a hands-free device fitted to the horse. While the defendant's solicitor submitted that the matter was trivial, the 30-year-old man pleaded guilty to using a mobile phone while riding a horse because he concedes that the horse was in motion. In NSW, which must be the place, a vehicle includes an animal-drawn vehicle and an animal that is being ridden or drawing a vehicle, with a ride defined as the rider of a motorbike or animal-drawn vehicle
This is stupid.
included to be in control of
This is stupid.
of that
This is just stupid.
vehicle or
This is
animal.
stupid. This is just stupid. What is this this can't be in the United States.
NSW, they try to hide themselves. I don't know where it is. I don't know what NSW
This
is.
is stupid. This everybody involved here is just the guy riding the horse.
Yes.
is not stupid because he needs to make a phone call, and it doesn't make sense to park the horse on the side of the road and then make your phone call when you can just ride and talk.
That's what people will say about driving.
No, driving is more because you're
What if I'm going 6 miles an hour?
if you're going 6 miles an hour on a rural road, you should not focus on the road. A deer can jump on. If a deer jumps in front of the horse is gonna deal with it. There's some semblance of control there, where if something startles or something jump,
I have a car that has automatic brakes. Like
Does it?
It brakes for me.
yeah. But will it? What if the road conditions are slippery? If it's slippery, and what if like the speed that you're going
6
doesn't-
miles an hour?
doesn't brake quick enough? Or
I'm saying 6 miles
I
an
know,
hour.
but will it brake going that speed?
Oh, maybe you're saying it doesn't kick in
Yeah.
until it's over 20 miles
Right.
an hour or 30 miles an hour, something like that.
And now you've just slow crashed into the person behind you.
It's first of all, if you're on a rural road, the danger is an animal like a deer
Yeah.
jumping. Let's just be honest. If it's a car, you're gonna be. It's like, oh, there's another person driving, so you would be paying
Right.
attention. 1, 2. If you run into a deer at 6 miles an hour, it's just a thump.
Yeah.
It's just not. There's no danger there.
The deer's not flying.
This is
It's
just
just
a-
stupid.
it's
It's
just a
stupid to me.
dump.
It's just stupid. This is stupid. It's a rural road. Like, this is stupid. It's one of those rules that, like, yeah, it's on the books, but do you have to enforce it? You don't enforce it unless you're bored. If there's real crime in this area, they're not enforcing that. If there's for real crime,
They have nothing better to do. In other
they have
words,
nothing better to do. You know what I mean? Outside of the local drunk. Like that. This is it. This is their. That's why I made the paper, because this is huge.
it's huge news, man.
Story number 3.
Women gets paid to plan parties for dogs, and it sounds like a dream job. 2 weeks ago, we discussed playing a podcast for your dog when you're out of the house, or playing music for your dog when you're out of the house. Let's stay in that same vein. When you think of your dream job, you might picture becoming a pop star. You might picture being a published author, or scoring goals as a professional football player. You might aspire to teach the next generation or get justice as a lawyer or even whipping up culinary creations all day working as a chef. Of course, in this day and age, this is my audiobook. This is my audiobook reading voice. By the way, I'm serious about that.
You said this is for dogs?
I'm looking into it. This is my audio voice. It's my audiobook reading voice. Back to it. Of course, in this day and age, there are some new roles cropping up that didn't exist in previous years, such as social media influencers and podcast producers. But there's one weird and wonderful career we've just discovered that might top all of this, as it sounds like our literal dream job. It turns out you can get paid to plan parties for dogs. Yes, really, you can get paid to plan parties for dogs.
A full-time job.
54-year-old Nikki Soharabankini.
Yeah, nobody's hiring that for anything.
Sorabkani.
Let's not.
Nikki Sorabkani
I doubt it, but yeah.
from London currently works full-time as a party planner for dogs at the London Dog Party Company.
What? There's a whole company.
Full-time dog. The London Dog Party Company. An animal lover with 2 Labradoodles of her own, Nikki got the idea for the quirky business while working as an international events organizer. As part of her job,
So you had a real job,
she was an international events organizer.
and now you had a real job. Now you want to pretend and make up a job. Okay, all right.
She had a job that she probably enjoyed, but enjoys this more. That's what everybody wants. Their dream job. This is her dream job. Don't crap on her dream job.
It's not even her. You know who it is? It's her clients. when you're so flushed with money and flushed with just
Guy, this is not about being flushed
peace
with money.
of mind.
Yes.
That you don't know what else to do.
It's
so
more-
you throw a party for your dog.
That's actually kind of true, but not even also fully true. Guy, dogs are part of the family. They have birth dates. They have to be celebrated. They have dates. They have all these different things. They have play date. Dogs are part of the family. Stop it. As part of her job, she was asked to plan a party for 20 dogs. The event was a huge hit and inspired her to quit and go out on her own. Oh, so she was doing an international event
For 20 dogs.
for 20 dogs. She loved it, and then she quit and went on her own. Now she plans glamorous events for fur babies everywhere. Everything from birthday shindigs to pool parties and even a Halloween bashes. And
I don't like it here anymore. I don't like it here anymore. I want to leave.
with party packages starting from 500 pounds to for 2 hours of fun. In the past year, Nikki and her team of 5 have hosted 30 different events in London, New York, and Los Angeles. Stop yelling. What is wrong with you? Stop yelling.
I'm so I'm so vexed right now with this story. Like I'm visible. I'm getting hot in the studio. I'm visibly upset. 30 parties.
30 parties in London, New York, and Los Angeles, which feature dog-friendly refreshments and snacks, including Popsicle and popcorn. And as for the entertainment, the team planned party games like musical pause, dog fancy dress,
Party game.
obstacle courses for the pooches, and of course there were themed decorations all over the place. I really wish the voice on Logic and Reason was here to hear me deliver this, because this is a great audiobook voice that I'm really going to take this up. With some opting to have Great Gatsby and Harry Potter themed puppy parties.
Great Gatsby. For
Speaking about her unique job, Nikki said, having spent the last 33 years organizing some of the most prestigious events around the world, I wanted to combine my passion for events and love of dogs. The first event I did was a private party for a client's pup and 20 friends. It was a roaring success. So I thought, what better way to celebrate our gorgeous furry friends than being a curator of fun events for dogs to enjoy and socialize? She continued, the UK is a nation of dog lovers and owners that want to celebrate their furry friends' love and loyalty in style with an event, just like children's parties. People want great photographers that are Instagrammable so they can share them with their friends. Nikki added,
Look.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
Just,
dog lovers think our
not.
potties are fabulous.
he's not.
Non-dog lovers think we're barking mad.
Yes.
End of story.
Yes. That was painful. Are you kidding?
I think we're supposed to be on commercial break, guy. We've completely ran over our time, but I got wrapped up in that audiobook. I'm
The guy stopped caring about the story.
No.
The guy just wanted to read.
Yes, I'm practicing. I just wanted to read. I didn't care about the story. Yeah, dog parties. Who cares?
The guy
I just
said,
want to practice the audio voice, man.
the guy said, I'm putting myself out there.
Hey, if anybody has an audiobook they're writing, let me know, man. I'll read it for you. I got it. it.
That was miserable. That was miserable.
Hey, throw a party for your dog if you want. I don't care. I don't care. Play a podcast for them. I'm really.
Why?
I'm indifferent. I really don't care.
Can we stop? Can we stop? That 500 pounds, you can go feed some needy family. Go do something productive.
Guy, we got to go on break. When we come back, life advice. We don't even have time for movie news. We have 10 more minutes before the show's done. We'll be right back.
Well, we're going to do movie news anyways. So.
Oh, yeah. That's the voice of logic and reason's crap. These boys again.
And now, life advice from these boys. Implement at your own risk.
Oh my goodness. That's a very counter-intuitive thing to say. You have a male dog.
Yep.
That you call the B word.
Yep.
For those of you who are just joining us, we just came off of a commercial break. Prior to the commercial break, we were talking about Nikki, who is a dog event planner, which sounds like a dream job. It's a dream job for her. We started talking about the Doc's dog,
Yep.
which is a male dog that he feels
Yep.
is a little B word.
Yep.
But
Little B.
that's neither here nor there. Life advice number 1. This is a big one. This is a real one. The court of public opinion is stronger than the court of law.
Yes.
And
know this.
You have to know this because if you find yourself in a situation where you commit a crime or whatever the case may be, you may be found not guilty in the court of law, but in the court of public opinion, your life could be over.
Yeah.
And vice versa. You may be found guilty in the court of law, and when you come out, people might still accept you, and etc.
And it's so dependent on the era that you live in.
Yes.
Because in let's take for example Monica Lewinsky. In the era that she lived in back in the 90s, the court of public opinion lambasted her.
Lambasting.
In this era, she would have been celebrated.
This is very true.
She would have been the victim. She
Very
would have
true.
been the true. She wouldn't have gone through what she went through back in the 90s. So it depends on your era as well.
Yes.
So judge the climate before you do something.
The court of public opinion is stronger than the court of
Stronger.
law, bro.
You might quote unquote beat the case in the legal sense, but you're not gonna beat it in the court of public opinion.
Did you?
So there's two courts that you got to beat.
Yes.
Life advice number 2: if you're sick, stay home. I needed to yell that. If you're sick, stay home. If you're not feeling well, don't go to that vacation. Don't go to that place. Stay your butt home.
No one is going to listen to that.
Stay home.
If I have a vacation that I've planned
And you're
for
sick,
years and I come to the
you
time of
have
the vacation
SARS,
and I'm sick.
go to the hospital.
First of all, if you
stay
have
home.
SARS, yes. Okay. So this is if you have a major epidemic,
If
a
you have
major
a
pandemic.
coronavirus,
Stay home.
Stay home.
You shouldn't be traveling when you have the virus that the fearmongerers
Yes.
are saying will kill us all.
If you have little red bumps on you, stay
No,
home.
no.
You have measles, stay home. Go get vaccinated. No, Carl. Stay home.
If you have mumps, then you can go out. If you have mumps, then you can go out.
Golly.
Although fear-mongering is whack and lame. Yeah, I will also say that. That's my appendage to your life advice.
Yeah, but fear has kept the human race alive for thousands of years.
That's true.
So let's not spit into the wind.
That is very true. There has to be fear to keep you in check.
Yes.
Keep
That's
you
be a nice little
balanced.
balance.
Yes.
So,
And life advice number 3: run me the check, man.
Run me my check.
If you take my property,
That's it.
if you use my intellect,
Run it.
and you gain any type of profit
Run
from it,
it.
I need my cut.
Chris Brown, run it.
I need my cut.
Chris
I need
Breezy it.
I need my cut, and it doesn't matter how rich I am. It doesn't matter.
I better not find out.
Just yes.
Or you better ask my permission.
Include me in the plans.
Include me in the plan. Or
Run me my
run
check.
me my check.
Run me my check.
Chris Breezy it.
All right, that's good enough. Hey, we'll be back next week. I think the voice
Yep.
of logic and reason will be here next week. He should be. The doc will be here next week.
I
I'll
will.
be here next week.
Yeah.
You will be here next week.
By force, by fire.
By fire.
Let's do it.
And but in the meantime, have a great weekend.
Yeah.
We appreciate you for joining us. It's these boys again. Minnesota's #1 Afrobeat radio show. Enjoy your weekend. Play music, guy.
Yeah.
Oh, the new song.
Introduce it.
We got a new song.
Waiting for-
Adekunle
Yeah.
and Kiss Daniel.
Yep.
What's the name of it?
Joy.
Joey. Enjoy it, man. We'll be back next week. Cheer, Jojo.
Yeah.